If you want a good base, it needs to be hard to reach. And if you're looking for some ideas, why not look to the sky? Worlds are huge, but when we think about them, our minds are usually focused below. But we rarely ever consider what's above us. You love making secret bases, so today I want you to build 12 sky bases your friends will never find in Minecraft. From mythical fantasies to technological space stations, they're all high above the clouds and hard to spot. You've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's zoom into it. Number 1. The Hot Air Balloon. Sub, you've been storing up a lot of coal, but what would you need all that fuel for? Well, you're not cooking 1,000 chickens today, so it could only mean that you need it to keep your hot air balloon afloat. Use wood to create a bowl or a pod, and attach it to a large wool balloon. The best part about this is that you can decorate the balloon with any pattern or design you want, so go wild! The pod secretly conceals whatever furniture you wish to store, with small one-block ladder entrances on each edge. Last but not least, add a furnace to help fuel your balloon. You need to put all that coal somewhere after all. Make sure to light everything up as well to ensure no mobs spawn and knock you down into oblivion. Number 2. The Space Station. Looks like you're trying to go intergalactic, Sub. Well, you're not going to get very far without creating a station close to home. Using white and gray texture blocks, you can create an intricate and stylish-looking station. The iron trap doors work well to add some indented padding around your shuttle and corridors. You can even make some cool floating rings. Very futuristic. End rods can also be used to light up your station in a less conventional way. Daylight sensors also work well as solar panels on the wings of your build. Far up from the ground, you're going to need to get some dirt to grow crops. Otherwise, you're not going to feel full for very long. No, you can't fish from space, Sub. Sorry. Small farm plots are enough to sustain a couple of budding astronauts. Glass walls ensure enough sunlight gets in, too. Bedroom cabins need to be installed for the long trips. And a library will ensure you stay entertained and have enough to read. Maybe a sci-fi novel or two. Make sure to wrap everything up with an airlock entrance. Number 3. The Mythical Island. Get a little more fantastical again and delve into the world of mythical beings, where strange plants grow and islands float from the ground. Sub, that's a really nice island. I love the added effect of purple crystals spiking out randomly from around the dirt. It makes you wonder what those crystals might be. Extend a dock outward so that you can set off on your journeys using an elytra or shoot back up with fireworks. You might even spot a unicorn on the way. Speaking of going up, that's exactly what our sub count's been doing recently. What's that? You want more people to subscribe? Well, you heard him. Smash that button now if you haven't already. Number 4. Castle on a Cloud. You're feeling like a king of the skies today, so it's only fitting that you create your own sky castle. Go grab some cobwebs because you're going to need a lot of them to create your own cloud. Big clusters of cobwebs look like pretty good clouds and also help with camouflage. No player's going to want to trudge through or end up falling into those cobwebs. The castle itself can take a classic 4-wall structure, with towers in each corner and a central building containing the throne room. Why not build up some more and construct a grand library overlooking your throne and leading to the top of the tower? You can see a lot from here. Number 5. Steampunk Airship. While hot air balloons are great to keep all your stored items high above the ground, a few more technological leaps and we can reach a much more sturdy and defensive structure. The airship has another large colored balloon that you can decorate. The deck can also be a lot larger, containing not only a farm, but a lower deck storage area marked off by fences. The back cabin has a large furnace wall that is of course used to power the ship, as well as keep any travelers warm. Mix anvils and coal blocks with item frames to create cannons on the side of your ship. This will be sure to ward off any attackers. They might even think you're going to drop TNT on them. Besides, if they grapple to your long ladders, you'll have plenty of time to swipe them off. Number 6. The Moving Base. Okay, I see. You're sick of staying still. You're like a sitting duck for players if they eventually spot you up there. How about something a little more technical? Trust me, sub, it'll be totally worth it. Place 2 pistons and 2 observers facing inward. Add slime in a cross shape and some stone walls to connect everything. This is your flying base. You can now add chest minecarts onto the slime to store your items, as well as a furnace, cartography table, and loom. Just trigger the trap door to start the observer and place a block to stop the base from moving. Number 7. The Sky Labyrinth. Okay, I know what you're thinking. What if you don't want to work so hard on all that redstone to make your base move? Well, if intruders are still attacking and managing to reach you all the way up here, then let's try to confuse and trap them. With glass as a foundation platform, create a maze-like structure with your base dead in the center. As usual, the maze can be as complex as you want, as long as you're high enough in the sky for a drop to really pack a punch, even with lots of armor. For all the dead ends, break the glass. Not only will it be hard to spot, but players will probably be looking for which direction to go, not which block they're stepping on. Of course you're always going to remember your way, right, sub? I guess not. Don't fall from Sub's good graces. Make sure to smash like on this video to save Sub before he hits the ground. Every like is a block of slime that will bounce him right back up. Number 8. The Glass Box. Want to avoid players seeing the base altogether? Build it out of a block that can barely be seen. Glass blocks are one of the only solid blocks that are also transparent. Make a large glass box and decorate it however you want. Oh, nice armor stand, sub. Right on top of your little library. Gotta have books while you're in the sky. White carpet stops you from constantly looking down and also creates the illusion that you're walking on clouds. Feels very comfortable, doesn't it? From the ground, it's hard to tell that it's a cube. Looks more like just a random set of blocks. With a spire going through the middle, you can ensure that you have 2 routes to escape no matter the situation. Number 9. The Mountain Elevator. Perhaps out in the open sky is a little too risky for you. Maybe you like the comfort of a good old cave. Never fear, because extreme hills can sometimes stretch right above the clouds. Consider this one Mount Everest, and it has a big cavern underneath. Dig yourself out a nice big chunk of the mountain and construct your mountainside base. Add a window or 2 so that you can have a really amazing view. Just make sure to use gray stained glass so that it blends more from a distance. Now to create the entrance. Head down to that dark cavern area and build a large pillar. Drop water down, and hey presto, your entrance is ready. You just need to drop down to leave and swim up to enter. It may take a while. No one said climbing Mount Everest would be quick and easy after all. Number 10. The UFO. Okay, sub, you wanted to go intergalactic before. Well, I'm finally letting you. And due to your new technological jump, I'm sure people will be cowering at the thought of the next big alien invasion. A good UFO takes a curved disc shape with end rods lighting the rim. Add the stereotypical glass dome to the top to ensure you've always got enough light. Now you can get started on the interior. Aliens would be interested in knowing what crops and life can grow on our planet, as well as all our different types of armor. Maybe a little bit of our music and culture too. Let's hope they're not actually planning an attack. This build would be great for an admin, as they could just teleport up to the exact coordinates of the ship in front of the other players. Beam me up, Scotty! Number 11. Black Knight. Some players go hunting for bases in the dark of the night, so let's create a base that's super effective against that. Create a base made of black concrete. This block is super dark, so it blends in almost perfectly with the night sky. The base can be as big as you want. Just remember, you can't build too high. For 1, you don't want to hit that height limit. And 2, you don't want people seeing glimpses of light and other blocks. Of course, all great methods have their downsides. This base will be pretty visible in the day, but if you want to go to the effort, you can replace this base with a blue or white color instead. Number 12. Sky of the Nether. You do know the Nether has a sky too, right? It's just very cramped. Unlike the overworld, the Nether actually has bedrock on top and on the bottom of the world. The bedrock is covered by a thick layer of netherrack, kind of like an upside-down ground. It even has cave systems. Not only is this one of the least explored terrains in the game, the winding caves pose a dangerous threat with lava and massive drops appearing all over. The perfect place for you to call home if you dare. Not your style? Which build was? Tell us your favorite down in the comments.